How you doing? Still fighting with this motorcycle. You got two carburetors here. This is the one that came on the bike when it came to me. This is the one that I found as a replacement, and it was listed for the bike. Alright? This one here, you weren't starting it with the kicker. You had to push it down the hill. There was no idling. There was no low end of the throttle. You had to really stay on the throttle to keep it running. But if you kept it up there, it was pretty good. This one, idle's great, really sweet, but you get to just about crack the throttle and it just dies. Okay, so this one, down in there, hopefully, that's the opening to the pilot jet, idle jet thing, and same over here. They're both Mikuni. This one is a bit bigger than this one, the jet opening, whatever the frick. So I believe that's why it wants to idle. But you look at the main jet, and right there, that's your main jet, and that's about big enough to shove a coat hanger through. I don't know what that would be for. Whatever. This one here, I already got a paper clip in there. That's just the size of the jet. It's a lot smaller. So what I plan to do is take this little O-ring off of here, take a jet out, and solder it shut. Then I'm going to take this paper clip and do my best to grind a drill bit point on there, a spear point, whatever you want to call it, and drill through that solder and make this jet considerably smaller and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I can melt the solder and just blow it out with the air compressor. It's no big deal. Theoretically, I could unscrew that jet and it would thread into this thing, but down on here there's this O-ring, and down in the bottom of the bowl there's a socket where that O-ring sits in there, and it's a good seal. So it's kind of like they only wanted this jet to pick up fuel from down in there. I mean, you got a little inlet that goes out, down in, and into that. So that's the way it looks. On this, it doesn't seem to be quite so critical. I don't know. Well, we did have this thing on there, but anyhow, that's what I'm going to do. So, be right back. There we go. That's our main jet. Plugged full of solder all the way to both ends. I kind of stood it up on this beer can on the bottom of it, because the solder isn't going to stick to the aluminum. You get the idea. Anyhow, I'll flatten this end off and I'll see what the hell happens. The paper clip thing didn't work out, so I had to sacrifice my dinkiest little tiny Allen wrench. Ain't quite as small as I wanted, but it's considerably smaller, so we should see some kind of a difference. If it don't run at all, then I think I'm on the wrong track. If it runs better, then I'm on the right track. And if anybody knows where you can get this type of jet, you know, it has an O-ring on there. I don't know what for number. There's no number on this jet. Or is there? No, there's no number on it. There's just no number on it. I mean, I don't know. But if you see this type of jet in your travels, I'd sure appreciate a link to it or something, or who makes them or whatever the heck. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the carburetor, install the carburetor, and see if it runs. Nobody needs to watch an old fat guy trying to kick over a stubborn dirt bike, so I'll get back to you. I can hardly believe it myself, but it seems to have worked. kickstand on this thing. Okay, no, that's not neutral. Come on, neutral. There we go. Okay, so rolling. Here. Not absolutely perfect yet, but it doesn't have an air filter. That's not a properly made jet, so maybe I could find a better one, get it in a little closer. Haven't really been messing with the mixture screw on the carburetor, but I think all that does is idle stuff. I don't know. But that runs one heck of a lot better. You heard my other video. I couldn't lean on it near that hard. I'm a little winded because it's cold as hell out, and I just pushed it down the hill again. It wouldn't kick over for me. But yeah, that's rejetting your carburetor with a drop of solder. I believe it was my dad that told me about doing that a long time ago, years ago. But it seems to have done the trick. Oh Christ, I'm winded, I'm old. Don't start smoking. It's a dumb fucking thing, dumbest fucking thing you can do. Later.